guys, welcome back to my channel. We already finished the configuration for the DMZ zone in the previous session, and now we are going to start configuring the inside zone switches. Okay, I will share my screen and I will do the same steps what I have done for the DMZ switch part. So same, only the difference is that the IPs for the management is different from the DMZ, and there is my separate subnet for my video conferencing or CCTV. So that VLAN is different. So let me share my screen. So this is we done already DMZ for these switches, and now I'm going to do the configuration on my inside zone. On the my inside zone, I have four switches, one switch as an aggregation, and the three switches, two switches other than this one, I have the access one, and one switch which is right below down here. This is as a server farm switch. Okay. The only change what I have did in my topology that before I'm using 48 port switch, I replace it with the 24 port switch based on my requirement, because this is aggregation switch. So I does not need to be add the maximum port which is 48 on this aggregation level. So this is another thing to be noticed when you make the design, and when you're doing the implementation, you can find something which is not correctly placed in your infrastructure, so you can change that device during the implementation. Okay, so sometime on the design level you propose some devices based on the information available at that time, but once you start the implementation, you have some more information or more things to be clear that this device, for example, before I put 48 port switch on the aggregation, later on I analyzed that 48 port switch does not require to be on the aggregation level when I have only limited uplinks from my access, and from my server farm. So I replace this 48 port switch with the 2960 24 port switch. So this is the only difference I have did in my design. So now I will connect on this 2960 switch. I will make it little zoom. First thing, I will give the name, host name is AGG switch. Then the next step, I will make the VLAN 250. This VLAN 250 is common in my all switches because this is the management IPs for my inside zone network infrastructure. Okay. In the DMZ, I have a different management subnet for the DMZ zone network devices. And for inside zone network devices, I keep 10 to 20 to 50. So this VLAN is common in between my all inside switches. Okay, for the management purpose. IPs will be same as this will be 250. Okay, this will be 249. This will be 248, and this will be 247. Okay. So I'll give the name. Management VLAN. Second VLAN is 20. Name CCTV media VLAN. Okay. So next thing I will give the management IP interface VLAN 250, IP address 10.220.250.250. Then subnet mask Notion. Okay. Now I will do the uplink. This will 46, 47, 48 replace will be 20, 24, 23, 22. Okay, I will update this diagram. I will put over here this description. Okay, 23. I update now because I have Acrobat Reader Writer, so I can do the edit. Okay, so this is my 1023, and this will be sorry, this is 23. This is 22, and this is my 24. Okay, I'll do one thing. I will try to change the switch as well. Yes. Okay, so I replace this switch as well. So finally, I edit my diagram. I replace this one. I'll put the name 296024. So this my name is replaced and my device also replaced. Now I will make the trunking. Interface gigabit 1022 switch port mode trunk switch port trunk allowed VLAN all no shut. I'll give the description, which is very important. Connected to server form switch. Okay, because 1022 is going downward to my this switch which have connected with my server. Next interface gigabit 1023 switch port mode trunk switch port trunk allowed VLAN all no shut. Description connected to access switch 2F. I will give the same name as my DMZ site. So I will change here the name as well. Access switch 2F. Okay, I make it no shut. Same thing I will do with this the other one. With this one, interface gigabit 1024 description connected to access switch 3F. Access switch, I'll make it access switch. I'll give the name here as well. Here. Here. Okay. Hit no shut. So let me check show run interface gigabit 1022 is okay. 23 is okay. 24 is okay. In 24, I did not give the trunk mode. Okay. So my aggregation inside configuration is done. Show IP interface brief, exclude unassigned. Okay. So show VLAN, let me check. Yes, I have VLAN 20. So this configuration is done now. So now I will configure my this 3F switch. I'll give the host name. Access switch 3F. Okay. VLAN, I will make it 250 for the management. And VLAN 20, I'll make it for the CCTV and video conferencing. VLAN. Okay. So I'll make it IP interface. Sorry. Now I'll do the command interface VLAN 250 IP address 10.220.246. Sorry, 247. Okay. So IP for this one is 247. Ten to 20 to 50.247 is my IP address. This is done. No shut. Now I'll configure the uplink show run interface gigabit 1024. Description connected to AGG switch. Switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed, VLAN all, no shut. So now I'll connect it. So immediately the change state going to up and my VLAN 250 is up as well because it find the VLAN on the core side. So immediately it come up. Now I will do show IP interface. So this is up now. Another thing I have to give here IP default gateway 10 to 20 to 50.250. This is important because this is my layer 2 level. These my all switches are layer 2. Okay. So I will have to provide them the information for the default gateway for the management purpose. Now I will try to ping. Okay. So finally, I have done my this switch configuration, which is reachable with my aggregation for the inside zone. Okay. So same configuration I will do with my middle switch, this one. The IP for this one, let me put the IP as well now. 10 to 20 to 50.248. So I will connect with this one. Host name access switch 2F. Okay. VLAN 250. Name management. VLAN. VLAN 20. Name CCTV. VLAN. Interface VLAN 250. IP address 10.220.250.248. My uplink is 1025. Sorry, 1024. Okay, so this will be my uplink. Switch port mode trunk. Switch port trunk. Allowed VLAN all. No issue. Let me put the description here as well. Connected to AGG switch. Let me give the default gateway IP default. Okay, now I will connect it. So my link up and immediately my protocol is up as well. So show IP interface brief, exclude unassign. Let me check the VLAN, show VLAN. Yes, okay. It took some time to come up the VLAN because it had to sync it. So it's synced now. Show IP interface brief, exclude unassign. Let me ping 250. Okay. So finally, I'm going to access my two switches to my inside aggregation switch. I will not do the configuration for this one because to save the time, the configuration is same as it is what I have done with the 3F and 2F switches on the inside zone. So we have done our configuration in the previous session. We did the configuration. Let me show you here to review it. In the previous session, we have done the configuration for the DMZ side switches, and in current session, we did the configuration for my inside switches network for this side. So guys, we have done our session for the inside zone. It is completed now. My both infrastructure is ready to connect with my Palo Alto firewall. But before configuring Palo Alto firewall, I will configure my internet router. Okay, because I want to go with the flow of the devices for the connectivity. So first, let me configure my router reachability with the Palo Alto firewall, and then we will configure the Palo Alto firewall to sync my all zones at one time. Like I will check with my DMZ zone, I will check my inside zone, and I will check the reachability with my internet. Okay, so we have done our lab for this session as well. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this channel, and stay tuned because very soon I'm moving forward with the router side configuration, and I will show you how to configure the router to access with the internet and Palo Alto firewall. Then finally, our lab will continue working with the Palo Alto configuration along with all the technologies, all the features which Palo Alto offer nowadays. Okay. So don't forget to keep watching my channel. I will share the much more information. I believe you will enjoy this one. Stay tuned. Take care. Allah Hafiz.